Hi everyone and welcome to Z's Joy Tarot. My name is Zoe. I'm going to do another reading and I'm focusing for the period 30 June to 6 July 2025. I'm going to try to keep it short. I'm not going to choose a crystal for you, but I've got a little bit of astrology, some oracle cards and a little bit of tarot for you just to see what this week ahead has. When I was praying and meditating, and some of the cards, I had 3 cards fall out at once, and they seemed to be all about love and relationships this week. So let's see what's happening. I hope you are well wherever you are. And I've had a busy week. As you know, I'm not in my normal place. I'm traveling. But I'm going to give you a little bit of just some insights that have come to me during the week. And one of the messages that came is don't allow anyone at war with themselves to lower your frequency. Now, this is important because some people, especially dark beings, they cannot generate their own light. So they look for empaths and divine souls that have their creative and to steal their light and to absorb their energy. So pay close attention to those who give you energy to and how they make you feel. That is important because we are all star seeds, truth seekers, the light workers, the people that access this video ascending and healing themselves. So what you heal in yourself, you actually heal in your family line. So your DNA family. So that's important. And when you realize that what you do to another, you do to yourself, you'll have understood a greater truth. And that comes from Lao Tzu, which is the Chinese prophet. Okay? Now, one of the things that I find personally a challenge is anger, okay? And things anger you, or things that may anger you, it could be trying to tell you something. So it's important. So when you're angry, some of it could be that a boundary has been crossed too many times and must be honored. So that's your body telling you that you need to look into that. And there's a list here that I have, and I'm just going to point out 3 because time is important. And when you get angry, unmet needs are finally speaking up. And anger, this is how care sounds when it's been ignored for too long. And of course, love is refusing to be betrayed again. Okay? There's a list that I can go on, but you need to listen to your body and to understand what it's telling you. So honor the emotion of anger and channel it and deal with it. I wanted to point out that what is the difference between I like you and I love you? It's, as Buddha says, when you like a flower, you just pluck it. But when you love a flower, you water it daily. One who understands this understands life, okay? So every day we need to be able to encourage and nurture the ones we love around us. It's a daily event, just like your garden. And for all my truth seekers out there who have their frequency high and continue to raise and ascend, continue to raise their frequency, we're awakening to our own divine power because we do have energy within us. And we are remembering that energy responds to us. This is what happens when you clear the noise and align with spirit. Reclaim your inner mastery. The fog lifts and the power rises. And your life begins to move in divine rhythm. We're not just healing, we're ascending, and we're doing it as the creators of a new reality. A reality led by clarity, truth, and soul. You honor your soul. Because it's already inside you. You need to access it in any way you can. Some of us through meditation, some of us from journaling, some of us from yoga, some of us from just sitting and watching the sunset for half an hour. Or if you're the lucky ones that rise early, watch the sunrise for 10 minutes in the morning. And be kind to yourself, nurture yourself, and listen to your body. When you're not in an energetic frequency, there's an alignment to you, your body reacts. You do not feel comfortable, you feel drained. You need to leave that situation. So listen to your body, okay? I'm not going to continue. That's enough words of wisdom. So that's my intro, which ends at 6:20. I'm going to timestamp these so you can fast forward ahead to whatever you need to listen to. Now, the astrology for the week is pretty good. I've got some notes, and let's have a look. It says here, the current quality of time for astrology, Venus, Uranus, and Neptune shape the quality of time in the first days of the month. So the first days of July, we've got a new month starting. And on July 4th, Venus and Uranus meet in a conjunction. Wow. At the end of Taurus, which is probably the 29th degree, which is very karmic, I might add. Just a few hours later, Venus enters Gemini and Neptune begins its retrograde. So, and on July 6th, Venus forms a sextile to Saturn and Neptune in Aries. Wow. And on the 7th, a trine to Pluto in Aquarius. And on this day, Uranus also enters Gemini. My goodness, so these days can provide some surprises and bring a breath of fresh air to relationship matters. It is an excellent time for a long exchange of ideas with like-minded or differently minded people and a romantic encounter. It also favors creative and artistic endeavors. Okay, so quite a Venus conjunct Uranus at the end of Taurus. Wow. It'll be interesting because Uranus loves change. Let's see what the cards bring. And let me just give you a little bit more on that I've been reading. Let's see, what are my notes saying? So, the tip for the week is romantic Venus enters chatty Gemini on Friday, all right? Ushering in a period when communication holds the key to the heart for both couples and singles. Send flirty texts or romantic love poems and have them swoon straight into your arms. So because the week is so romantic, that's my tip for you. And let's have a look. Well, apparently, as you know, I'm in the Northern Hemisphere, so it's summer here, another beautiful day. I'm doing it late afternoon with the aircon on because it is nearing 40 degrees outside. Let's have a look. Well, apparently Canada is celebrating that's a mouthful, Canada Day on Tuesday, and which is Tuesday let's have a look, what date is Tuesday? Tuesday the 1st of July. And Independence Day on Friday, of course, 4th of July for the USA. Now, if you're not celebrating any of those, these 2 days are filled with excitement and romantic possibilities. Make sure you get out and mingle, as you could suddenly be swept away by amour. If you are not on the prowl for true love, both days are also filled with spontaneity and fun. So try not to overplan things and allow the days to unfold organically. Now, this is where Uranus comes in. Surprises are in store. Monday's exhilaration could lead to fatigue by early evening, so plan on turning in early. And the weekend outlook, Saturday's filled with confidence and daring. So get out there and break boundaries. Sunday's vibes are much gentler and more romantic, so schedule a date or spend time with a sweetie. Just the two of you, have a meal together, whether you dine in or dine out. So quite a romantic week. So that's it for the astrology. Let's have a look what's the oracle cards have to say for us. I like this week, sounds good. Okay, now the first card I choose was Archangel Michael, and he always, he's with me now. I pray to him all the time. Oh my gosh, he's given us a card. And let me see, why is this card here? It says, the energy of words, positivity. Archangel Michael requests a personal, thorough review of your inner mind and outer verbal dialogue. Words have powerful energy, use them wisely. I have to be aware of that, because sometimes I say things and then when I think of what I said, I might have been misinterpreted, so I've got to pay attention to that. So obviously he's bringing this to focus, and all of us, and the reason we have this card is just a few words together have the power to heal and the power to hurt. For example, I love you or I hate you. Archangel Michael asks that you notice your inner dialogue. Also, the words that are played over and over in your mind. So are these words positive and encouraging, or do they consist of constant self-criticism? And that depletes your self-worth and value. So if you notice negative thoughts, just say, Archangel Michael, override and correct, please. And no further self-punishment required. Archangel Michael also asks you to observe your descriptive language, especially words or phrases like you repeat frequently, and also negative body talk. For example, I have a broken heart, or it was gut-wrenching, or such language that can have a detrimental effect on your physical body and energy fields. Okay, so the alternative meanings are say nothing, keep a diary or journal, gratitude journal, remove yourself from a verbally toxic situation or relationship, pray if you need to, cleanse your home, count your blessings, not your burdens, and say to yourself, I accept myself for who I am without judgment or criticism. I guide my thoughts carefully, and I'll only allow positive and loving thoughts to come through. Archangel Michael guards my words so that they are positive and focused on love at all times. And bless everyone you meet. What you do to others, you actually do to yourself. So, focus on words of high energy to improve your self-worth, self-esteem, and personal relationships. Beautiful, I love this. Thank you. So that's important. Whoever accesses this video, the message is for you. It is timeless, but I would like to focus on the week ahead, as I said. And off we go. Now, what have we done? I've got the, let's see. This is from Goddess Isis. So I've got the light, so bright outside. There we are. Okay. Goddess Isis says soul retrieval. Isis, healing goddess, now offers you spiritual restoration and deep soul healing through the art of soul retrieval, reclaiming pieces of you lost through trauma, old and new. Soon you will enjoy greater wellness, energy and power. So be willing to go through the healing process, knowing that any emotional clearing taking place is leading you to wholeness. So this is important. You need to heal yourself. And to do so, as I said to you, there's so many different modalities. Some of it is just by reading alternative books that you haven't accessed before. Anything you're drawn to. I used to go to the library when I was younger. I used to spend a lot of time at the library. And I used to go into the esoteric section, and I would just look at all the books, and there would be something I was drawn to, and I would quickly go and pick that book up. And as soon as I picked it up, I knew energetically whether it was for me or not. But nowadays we can access everything online on our phones, so it should be easier when you spend relaxed time. One of the things that I notice where I am here, because of the heat, there's siesta time. And even if I'm doing this during siesta time, and even if I'm not sleeping, I lay down and I look at my phone or read or do some research. I love it. It gives me opportunity to know that I'm not missing out on anything. And I catch up on all the things that I want to do personally without leaving anyone out, because everyone else is resting and relaxing too. All right, now let me go to the next oracle card, and I've got the Fortune Oracle for the week. And as I was shuffling these cards, because I shuffle them beforehand to save time and meditate, these are the images that came up. They were absolutely magnificent. This is called Unity. Oh my God, how am I going to show you this? Let's see if I can create a little bit more light, because they are so beautiful. I want you to see them. Let's see if I can put a... no, I can't do that. Yes, I can. Hopefully I can do that. Wait a minute. I've got a torch I was trying to... never mind. Is it coming up? Sorry it takes so long. Anyway, so can you see that card? It's called Unity. That came up first, 34. Then we got the Love card. Absolutely magnificent. How can I show you? And then we got the Lovers. They all came together, and I thought, wow, my goodness, I'm just going to read them quickly on the outside. But I want to show you the images. Let me see if I can do it again. How can I do my... got it. How do you turn it on? No, it doesn't want to go on. No, I can't turn it on. Anyway, I'm using another phone. Okay, so the first card I got was Unity, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace and hope. You radiate and attract great love. This is important for people that are accessing this video. Lovers, there are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. And the third card, love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. And I'm going to read the first one only, which is Unity. For the week, this says, beautiful. I really like this. I don't normally focus on romance, but they came all together. This card is all about emotions, feelings, developments and rewards. There's a great sense of harmony surrounding relationships, and new projects, and your career or business will fulfill you. But be prepared for an unexpected twist of fate. This card signifies the harmonious union between two people, and you may come together with a person of great energy who will uplift your life. Okay, that's beautiful. So in personal relationships, this card represents two people of similar beliefs and traditions bound together in a soulmate experience. So the divine feminine and the divine masculine. When they are in alignment and they have healed, it is the most powerful connection they are meant to bring together to raise the frequency of this planet, of humanity. That's what they are called twin flames. And that's what they're here to do. Just by their connection, just by their frequency alone, anything that surrounds them or comes in contact with them, their frequency is also raised. Oh my goodness. So that's in the personal relationships. In Korean money, now I'm only giving you a snippet of the information, because if I sit here and go into in depth, we'll be here for an hour. So for your Korean money, A new business or project is likely, even a new job. A real estate investment, either buying or selling, could also be offered to you. You could find yourself in the driver's seat and be thrilled with what is being proposed. So pay attention. It'll come from someone that you have a connection with, okay? Now, the power tip. Place happy photos of yourself and your partner, family, or loved ones in a heart-shaped pink frame in your bedroom or living area. And round items such as coasters and a dining table or golden bowls in a bowl symbolize unity. Actually, golden balls, I didn't know that, in a bowl symbolize unity. Enlightenment and perfection. And a fountain of water feature can bring peace and good luck to the whole household. And of course, remember to play sensual, soothing music to create a healthy, harmonious environment. I love music. So that's my tip for the week, okay? Let's see what the tarot has for us. I love these cards. You have no idea. How can I show them to you? Let's see. Can I show them any? No, doesn't, never mind. Okay, so that's that. And let's have a look. We finished that. We start the tarot. I pre-shuffled, of course. And you know something? I was guided. I said I wasn't going to give you a crystal, but I was guided to bring this today on my desk. And my favorite pink. Look. So, love, love, love to all that are accessing this video. Let's see, what have we got here? So we've got the heart of the matter this week. Oh my goodness, such surprises. It's the Tower, number 16, but in a good way, in a good way. So we've got the heart of the matter is the Tower. Bit of chaos, sudden, something sudden. And the challenge with the Tower is justice. Wow. Two major arcanas. Number 16, the Tower. Number 11, justice. You know, justice, not necessarily just in the 3D. It could be karmic justice as well. 3, unknown factors this week. The Knight of Pentacles, earth energy. We've got here a patient and practical individual. It actually represents routine. The turning point, more earth energy. We've got a king, King of Pentacles, earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have gender in tarot. It could be a man or a woman, but this represents a man. And the outcome this week, everything is undercover. We've got the High Priestess, number 2. So we've got 3 major arcanas, very, very powerful week. And the High Priestess, number 2. The outcome is yes. If you're asking a question on this week, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 yes cards. So it is unequivocally yes. And the outcome is the High Priestess, as I said. So let's see what happens. The heart of the matter is we have a situation here that's sudden, unexpected. It cause a little bit of chaos. And it is a sudden upheaval. So, and because it's unexpected change, it might be looked as confusion. Look, if we're going to, I'm not going to, the Tower is not always negative. I will clarify that because in its negative connotation, it represents pain and abuse and divorce and natural disasters, but I'm saying unexpected surprises. The challenge, of course, is we've got the Justice card, which is I get what I give. And number 11, it does represent air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's, I would say it's more Libra. Justice is, it's consequences. It could be karmic justice. It could be legal disputes or truth and honesty, integrity, life's lesson. That's what life teaches us. Whatever you do, you know, the truth always comes out eventually. And with the Tower here, I surrendered to the storm. It does, but it appears to be an earth energy here. This man is a mature, grounded male, successful, wealthy businessman. Not a risk taker, but he's got an empire that's thriving. So he seems to be, this week he's going to be challenged. And there's a surprise coming, and it's coming from the universe, because Major Arcana here, this is, the unknown factors are, the Knight of Pentacles is the patient, practical, loyal, responsible, persistent, is ambitious and stubborn, but hardworking, and finishes what they start. It's stability, routine, the routine humdrum of existence. And that is actually going to be challenged this week by, it could be karma, it could be unexpected. But let's see what happens, because the outcome, the universe has given us the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess is knowing is my best guide of all. My inner knowing. She's mysterious, intuitive, has inner knowing, and trusts her knowing, her spiritual insight. It's emotional stability and divination. Her wisdom and knowledge comes from many lifetimes, and they are not revealed to everyone. And it could be your spirit guide will reveal something to you. We do have initials here, B and J. B for Bob, J for John, whatever. It doesn't necessarily represent a name of a person. It could represent a place. Our spirit guides are actually going to give you intuitive understanding on the situation, and you are being protected. I think that the new moon, you would have had a dream on this situation. Whoever needs to know, because there's a new moon here. I'm going to clarify the Tower, because it is a surprise. I'm going to clarify the, let's have a look. And the Justice, let's see what the surprise is about. So why is the Tower here? Archangel Michael. One card. Why is the Tower here? Okay. Look what I got. 1, 2, 3. It's got to do with unexpected, a relationship. We've got the Lovers, the Ten of Swords, which is an end, completely ending, and the Eight of Swords, being all up in your head about a situation. It appears to be there might be a betrayal. But it's actually a choice. The Lovers is a choice. It doesn't have to be romantic. It is a choice on any matter, because the choice must be made. Because when we have the Ten of Swords, it means an ending. It cannot be revived. It is, and because there's 10 of Swords, just hasn't happened suddenly. There's been 10 incidents at least that have created this ending that cannot be resurrected. However, the Eight of Swords, we have a lot of mental energy here, and the decision cannot be made lightly because there are so many restrictions. But the restrictions are all mental. They are not something that cannot be overcome. So that's the Tower. It has to do with a choice. And let's have a look what the Justice says. Justice, why is Justice here? Just bear with me while I shuffle. One card for justice, please. Where's the justice here? Angel Michael, one card for please clarify the justice. Gosh, too many cards are flying out. I need one card, please. Okay, I just saw the card that upturned over was the devil, the tower. The devil is, addictions and things that we all suffer from on the 3D. Could be addictions to anything from food to cigarettes to drink to whatever. Anyway, let's just go. Justice. What is justice about? I just saw magician as well. Okay, please, one card. A lot of major arcanas are coming out, so it means it's from the universe, it's from spirit. So let's have a look. Why is justice here? Please. Why? Archangel Michael, one card. Got it. Let's have a look. Comes from an air sign, comes from a woman. All right, we seem to be having all right, we've got the Queen of Swords. I know that she can be quite a taskmaster. Queen of Swords represents energy that is feminine energy or masculine energy. There's no gender in tarot. She represents a Libra, an Aquarian, a Gemini. She is astute, intelligent. She doesn't take any prisoners, and if you do not come to her with truth, she will cut you down. She has got wisdom. It seems to be, we've got here a masculine, King of Pentacles, which is the turning point. Earth energy represents security. And we have here a surprise, unexpected, could even do with work. It doesn't necessarily have to do with a relationship. But justice prevails, and it's upright, so it could be karmic justice, so you get what you deserve. And also, it has to do with an air sign. I say a woman that's going to be that's going to assist in this situation. She could even be a lawyer, but she's an intelligent woman. And then we've got the high priestess here. So it's all happening. It's happening undercover, secretly. Okay. Look, I just had justice fall again. So why have we got the outcome is the high priestess? Priestess, please clarify one card for the high priestess. Why is the high priestess here? Goodness gracious. It has to do with the Ten of Swords and ending. It's been a bit of a betrayal here. And action needs now to be taken. But it will affect someone's stability. I believe that there are three major arcana here. So this is being created by the universe. There has to be some sort of a challenge needs to be met and dealt with. Whatever the challenge is, it's to assist, to get out of the routine or the somebody might be stubborn and sticking to something that they need to be able to be moved out of. So the only way it can happen through is an unexpected upheaval. Justice always will prevail in the sense that it'll be done I think the consequences of someone's actions are there. But it'll be handled intuitively with, I would say, in-house. It won't be made public. It'll be the challenge will be met in-house and dealt with, like everything does. Sometimes you don't need to share everything. If it's got to do with a relationship, or whether it's got to do with work challenges, whatever, there is. The universe is forcing you to make a decision about something that is already in the pipeline. People are aware of what it is, and it's come to the point where you cannot now continue unless you make the decision or make the changes that are necessary. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to thank you for being here. Thank you for your energy. Please, I would love it if you could subscribe, share the video, and give me a thumbs up, a like. Have a great week, whatever you're doing. And until next time, farewell for now. Bye.